Hello guys, bit of an announcement for you before I get into the draft. First things first, I want you guys to subscribe to my channel and I want you guys to like it. Also, comment my channel, any news, any feedback, any music that you want to request, I'll do that as well. Any downloads you want, I'll do that as well. Just comment below saying download, I need a download. Give me your email address and I will send the download to you directly. And also subscribe as well. This is really the shout out section. We're going to be discussing, Enter the Arena. He's a brand new channel. I want you guys to subscribe. The channel is in the description. Also subscribe to his other channel as well. He does fantastic views. He doesn't give a damn what anyone else says. Subscribe to this guy, and you won't be wrong in wrestling when you listen to this guy. And also listen to this show as well. So guys, as much as I want to blabble on about my own channel, we're just going to get straight into the WWE draft. So here we go.
Yes, sir, we promised you a great main event tonight. Andre, the China WrestleMania!
WrestleMania is running wild.
My God, what a
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the Jared Ross 2K9 channel. What we're going to be discussing is what has happened in the draft and what picks have occurred during that event. Before I do, we're going to discuss some of the matches that were on that show, and also this channel will also be discussing the Supplemental and also the WWE.com draft picks as well. I know a lot of people haven't really got any information about that, so that's why I made this video mainly, for you to get the this is the massive full package of what picks occurred on Monday night. So we're just going to get into the matches. On Raw's team for the 20-man Battle Royal, we had Evan Bourne, Daniel Bryanson, Ted DiBiase, Mark Henry, Great Khali, Vladimir Kozlov, Santino Marella, Mason Ryan, Sheamus, and Yoshitatsu against SmackDown. Brodus Clay, Kane, Chris Masters, Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Cody Rhodes, Big Show, and the core with Barrett, Ezekiel Jackson, and Heath Slater. Wow, that's a lot of people. But yeah, all together, this was it's good to see that they had the 20-man Battle Royal to start very early on in the show. In the end, Big Show and Kofi Kingston won that. So SmackDown got picks through that. In the second match, we got Raw, which was Eve versus SmackDown's Layla. Turns out Layla was interfered by her former teammate, and turns out that Eve got the win. However, what I find really frustrating is that Michael Cole went in at the very end of the match saying, "No one cares about the Divas, I'm away out." And to be honest with you, it really does show that WWE really don't care about the Divas anymore. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. But, what can you do? Personally, I don't think Eve should be Divas champion. I think it should have been, to be honest with you, I think it should have been someone else, like Melita, or, like someone from Leg who to try to get that rivalry more balanced. But, yeah, all in all, I didn't like the way Michael Cole interfered in that match. Well, not interfere, but he just verbally abused the match. The third match was King Sheamus versus SmackDown's Kofi Kingston. This was for one draft pick, and the winner was Kofi Kingston. All in all, this was a decent match. I think they're trying to push Kofi Kingston a lot. He was in 2 matches. All together in this, so it shows that they want him more. on WWE television rather than just being a jobber. Now maybe they may possibly push him more. We'll just have to wait and see. Fourth match was Dolph Ziggler versus SmackDown's Randy Orton. I'll get into that in a second. Orton won, and he got a pick for SmackDown because he got drafted later on that night. And all in all, this is a good match. Dolph Ziggler, you know, he's the best bumper in the business. He, as soon as you know, I think Dolph Ziggler's going to be doing very well on Raw, and I'd like to see him in the WWE sort of contendership. So yeah, the fifth match was Rey Mysterio versus Wade Barrett. Not surprisingly, Rey Mysterio won that, and he won 2 draft picks for Raw because he was transferred halfway through the match. So Rey Mysterio got 2 draft picks for Raw. The Miz, CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio against SmackDown's John Cena, Christian, and Mark Henry. John Cena was drafted at the start, and then obviously I'll get into that in a second through Raw. The winners was Miz, Punk, and Alberto Del Rio. However, regards to the Miz's dislike, John Cena was drafted back again. I'm going to get into that in the next few minutes. I actually despise what they did with him. I wanted to see John Cena and Randy Orton in SmackDown. I think SmackDown television, you know, needs a dramatic push. They have Randy Orton, which is good, but it really does push down some of the contenders like Christian, and also pushes down likes of people, because there's a lot of newcomers that were in SmackDown that really were in the lineup for the World Heavyweight Championship matches, that now they've just drafted Randy Orton. But all in all, I think it's good for SmackDown television at the same time, because that means it gives someone a reason to watch SmackDown more than Raw, as it were. So now you have a balance with John Cena and Randy Orton on both brands. So anyway, we're just going to get into the selections of what happened. Let me see, just go through this. By the way, if any of you want a full list of the draft picks, I'm going to post a link below. And yeah, all in all, it's going to be fantastic selections at the start. SmackDown got John Cena. That was the first draft pick. Second draft pick was Rey Mysterio to Raw. The third was SmackDown was Randy Orton. Mark Henry got branded to SmackDown. Sin Cara got branded to SmackDown. Big Show got drafted to Raw. Alberto Del Rio got drafted to Raw. And John Cena got drafted, fuck's sake, to Raw. All in all, I thought, I'm just going to go into the television picks first. First things first, Rey Mysterio going to Raw would be good. I think it sort of gives it a wee bit more balance, because you have Randy Orton over in SmackDown. So SmackDown have a lot of star power there. I think it was a wise decision to move Rey there. However, a lot of people are a little bit pissed off because they want to see Sin Cara like Sin Cara against Rey Mysterio. So yeah, Rey Mysterio has been drafted to Raw. John Cena got drafted to SmackDown. Randy Orton got drafted to SmackDown. Mark Henry to SmackDown. Sin Cara moved to SmackDown. Like I said before, a lot of people are pissed off that because they want to see Rey Mysterio versus Sin Cara. Big Show gets drafted to Raw, which I think he should be in the line for the WWE Championship. He's done a lot of work lately, and you know he's been competing in tag team matches like for nearly a few years now. I think it's his opportunity now to be in the lineup now for the WWE Championship. Alberto Del Rio going to Raw. By the way, if Alberto Del Rio wins, the World Heavyweight Championship will be going to Raw. It'd be interesting to see what happens in that, whether they have the two. Obviously they'll probably not have the two belts in the same brand, but yeah, Alberto Del Rio has been drafted to Raw, and this ridiculous one, John Cena, got drafted to Raw again. Honest to God, this was a waste of 2 picks to have this. I think John Cena should have been drafted to Raw, and Randy Orton, if you're going to stick to the pick, just stick to it. But all in all, not good, I don't think. A lot of people have very good, you know, strong opinions against this. If you have a strong opinion, just leave a comment below. And now we're going to get into the things that, to be honest with you, sort of brushed to one side really. a lot of people had to go through hook through the internet to see what the draft picks are. So I'm just going to go through a list of the supplemental drafts. These drafts will continue to take place over WWE.com on Tuesday, the April the 26th, 2011, and that began at 12 PM Eastern time. The 9th pick was Daniel Bryan. He got drafted to SmackDown. Raw got Jack Swagger, so Jack Swagger's been drafted to Raw. Great Khali drafted to SmackDown. Jimmy Uso, SmackDown. Kelly, Raw. JTG, why they've done this, I do not know. He's been drafted to Raw. Alicia Fox drafted to SmackDown. William Regal, SmackDown. Yoshitatsu, SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, Raw, which I think was a wise decision, and I said that in my last video that he should be drafted. I think most of my previous ones were actually right. Natalia's been moved to SmackDown. I thought she's been moved to SmackDown. I thought she was already in SmackDown already, but it goes to show you how much people know about the Divas now. Kurt Hawkins been moved to Raw. Chris Masters, Raw. Jey Uso, SmackDown. That makes sense because you can't have one sort of tag member without the other. I think it would be stupid to break them two up. Not as if they get any television time anyway. Kofi Kingston goes to Raw, which is a wise decision. Ted DiBiase goes to SmackDown, wise decision I think. Tyson Kidd, he goes to SmackDown. Whether or not he'll get airtime or not on SmackDown is another thing. And he's a sort of haircut as well. Tyler Ranks goes to Raw. Alex Riley goes to SmackDown. Beth Phoenix goes to Raw. And Sheamus goes to SmackDown, as I have previously said. Sheamus would go to SmackDown, and I was right. Various feedback has come through on this, and I want you guys to get your opinions. Do you think this is a fantastic thing? Do you think the picks? What do you think, especially with the John Cena incident? And guys, I want your opinions. Please like the video, subscribe, and also I'll post a link for the full drafts for you in the description. And also enter the arena, his 2 channels and his latest channel. Subscribe to this guy, he's awesome. And yeah, so please guys, just subscribe, comment, and just post this on Facebook and try to get your friends to up this channel. So guys, this is Joe Ross 2K9 signing out.